What is up, guys? Welcome back here to the Washington State Dynasty. We are here today. We have a little bit of a season recap on top of at the very end. If you want to see it, it is the selection show for March Madness, the last one we will ever have on this channel for this series, unfortunately. But as we wrap up this season, Washington State won the conference outright in the regular season, as well as the Pac-10 tournament, as we just saw as we took down the 7th-seeded Oregon. The Pac really has some decent teams, but not many strong contenders. We pretty much run that conference, and we have for the past few years now. And when we look at the top 25 as well, we're just going to go through it if you just wanted to see it, who's going to be at the top. And if you notice, Kentucky is 32-0, undefeated on the season. And that's a team I would not want to face in the tournament. I'm really hoping that we don't have a matchup against them. Either way, we go through the top 25, look at the teams that we might face in the future. If we were to make it decently far in the tournament, hopefully we can make a run. And if we're going to look at the regular season statistics, Josh Hawkinson was actually our leading scorer at 18.5 points per game, followed by Curtis Drew and Ty Watkins. No surprise there. Jordan Rayleigh just missed out on a double-double average as he had 13.9 rebounds per game. Absolutely insane numbers. I wouldn't be surprised if that's towards the top of the country. But, Jordan Rayleigh actually, other than points, he led in rebounds, he led in assists, and he also led in steals, which is absolutely incredible. But he did not lead in blocks, as Josh Hawkinson averaged an insane 3.2 blocks per game. And Rayleigh at 2.7, just as insane himself. So these two absolutely monstrous big men have in fact been our two best players. You know, the defense that they bring has been incredible. And if we look at some of the percentages for our team, the efficiency was crazy for this team. Look at those 3-point percentages. That is insane. And someone like Ty Watkins, a true freshman, darn near averaging 40% from three. Man, he played well. And look at that, almost 48% from the field as well. You can't ask more from a true freshman than that, that's for sure. But yeah, our team was really, really, really good this season. Offensively, we were one of the best. And as we look at the National Player of the Year, ended up being Malcolm Glenn out of Kentucky. Jordan Rayleigh finished fourth. Didn't expect him to win that award. I mean, we weren't the best team. We had 8 losses. You know, it wasn't that award to win for him. But if we do look in the Pac-10, we were the best team in the Pac. And Jordan Rayleigh and Josh Hawkinson, you could have flipped a coin for either one, but they gave it to Jordan Rayleigh. I agree. I mean, he led our team in rebounds, assists, steals. Would have been blocks if it wasn't for some insane numbers from Hawkinson. Either way, we're going to go through the first team, second team All-American. Nothing for us, which really sucks. We really got snubbed nationally in all of these awards. Not even for no first team defense. And we had Jordan Rayleigh, second team all defense, even though we had someone average 3.2 blocks per game, which is absolutely insane. So nationally, it seems like we're not really getting the credit that I think we deserve. That's for sure. But either way, I hope that we'll prove them wrong. We'll prove them wrong in the tournament, that's for sure. And we look at the Pac-10. The editors or the writers who voted for these are obviously spot on. I mean, Jordan Rayleigh, Josh Hawkinson were definitely two of the best players in the Pac. Dylan Brooks and Markelle Fultz in there as well. And second team, Curtis Drew actually made it in. So more Washington State love on the West Coast that was not given nationally. I mean, it's a typical thing. The Pac-12, Pac-10, whatever you want to call it in this scenario, often gets snubbed. But all defensive second team was Hawkinson. I don't think he should have been first team. 3.2 blocks per game. That still upsets me. And then when it comes to all freshman first team, we had 2 second teamers, but it's just because I guess they ran out of people to play. So that's that. And now we're just going to go little quick recap through league leaders. Nothing for points. You know, Hawkinson averaged 18. Nothing special. And even the leader wasn't even that special anyway. Rebounds. Jordan Rayleigh was actually second in rebounds at 13.9 per game. Assists were probably not too close. Steals, not really close either. But blocks, Josh Hawkinson led the country in blocks, at least average 3.2, and I bet he did total of 104 total blocks Probably the only person in triple digits. Absolutely insane season from Josh Hawkinson. Only a junior, but unfortunately this will be the last season of the Dynasty. So it's go big or go home now. Dylan Brooks actually led the Pac-10 in total points, which makes no shock. He destroyed us in that Pac-12 championship game, even though we won. Rayleigh averaged the most in rebounds. Obviously, again, no surprise. Assists went to Aaron Holiday. Jordan Rayleigh, pretty close there. I mean, he's pretty close at 6.2. Not quite, but a few NBA guys there. Aaron Holiday, Markelle Fultz. You can see him. Dylan Brooks, obviously, we've named a few times. And then in steals, yeah, Jordan Rayleigh was there, but nothing too special. Our team was really good. I just think what we accomplished this season is pretty astronomical. And I think that our shooting and our defense will carry us really far throughout this tournament. At least I really hope that it can. Nonetheless, here's the selection show for you guys. Hope you enjoy it.
For this year's NCAA tournament. Bill, the selections are coming in, but before we get to them, which teams are still riding the fence right now?
Gus, not every team can get in the tournament, much to their chagrin.
I'm not sure if there are any surprises here, Bill.
I don't think so, Gus. These teams are legitimate contenders.
Now, let's show you the 4 regional brackets, starting with the West region.
Gus, most people tend to focus at the at-large teams. The seeding of the teams is what takes the most amount of time. It's not easy to balance each of the regions. Gus, this is a really tough bracket. The team who makes it out of this bracket may not have enough fuel in the tank.
Let's now turn to the second half of the field of 64, starting with the 16 teams in the East region. And finally, the South region.
What can I say here, Gus? There are some really good teams here.
Raph, it appears as though the power conferences are well spoken for.
While you'd like to see some of the smaller programs get into the tournament, it's hard to penalize a team that finishes 4th, 5th, and sometimes 6th in a major conference.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This year's field of 64 is set. What are your thoughts, Bill?
Gus, of course, there are a few notables who are not going to be in the tournament. I think you should keep an eye on these.
Alrighty, everybody. We got a 3 seed. We're facing 14 seed Nevada. I'll see you there. Have a great day, and of course, goodbye.